I did, Greg, and he said he not only lost his wife last night, he lost his son as well. And he says he has no idea why his son would do something like this. This was one of the deadliest years in decades, and he has two goals for this year: to curb violent crime and bring some sense of closure to the families whose loved ones were murdered. I want to show you just how deep these potholes are. I have my rain boots on so I can step into this one neighbors call the swimming pool. It is about 7 inches at its deepest point. Kim, this electric wheelchair is going to help Ariana Sykes live a more normal life. She's been struggling ever since the shooting, and now thanks to you all and some generous anonymous donors, she can smile again. People who live in northeastern Mobile County and all of Baldwin County need to watch out for these little biscuit-like packets. They are actually oral rabies vaccines, and they will literally be dropping from the sky and possibly into your yard this week. Kim, the owners here at this house decided to go with an Australian theme, calling it Construction Down Under. Local artists and residents are so ready to welcome the Mobile Porch Parade back to the streets. A family of 9 who evacuated from New Orleans after Hurricane Ida is asking for help as they could be facing homelessness tomorrow. They relocated to Spanish Fort and are still struggling to get on their feet. There used to be a historic live oak tree right here. A truck took it out, causing these signs to go up all over town. Greg Michael Young says the mental health challenges Mobilians are facing is the main reason he decided to run for mayor. The family of 9 has been living in 3 separate hotel rooms here at Fairfield Inn, and after being uprooted so many times, they just want to call Spanish Fort home. The pumpkins are especially good for the animals because the seeds are natural dewormers. Local artists and vendors are gearing up for the 2nd annual Mobile Porch Parade. Here at Carnival Artists, they have more than 100 pieces to help your home come to life. Just next door, where the entire roof was peeled off, the ceiling came down in this room, crashing onto the floor of this man's hotel room. He luckily wasn't here at the time, otherwise he would have been laying on this pillow right here. While stimulus checks and child tax credit payments aren't taxable, you still have to report the correct numbers to file an accurate return and get your refund. That's why it's important to wait for these letters from the IRS that have this information. Earlier this year, I told you about the city's proposal to take out all of the gas lamps here at Spanish Plaza and replace them with LEDs, which didn't sit well with the community. But after a lot of work, they preserved 2 of the gas lamps and put in LED lights designed to look like the original. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas here at Fish River Christmas Tree Farm. The owner was especially worried this year as Hurricane Sally pushed over thousands of trees here on his farm, but luckily they were able to save a lot of them in time for the big day. Definitely the best vegan burger I have ever had, but it wasn't just about the party atmosphere and the food that was important here today. This was also about Black-owned businesses supporting each other and the restaurants making a comeback. Atlanta-based restaurant Slutty Vegan took over Soku Kitchen and Oyster Bar. Kayla Suggs says they got their start because something was missing from the restaurant scene.
First, she was looking for a vegan spot to go to in Atlanta, just off the rip, just to be like, I'm hungry right now, I want some vegan food, and there's nothing open. So she's like, let me start my own vegan burger spot.
They're known for their amazing vegan burgers with scandalous names, and they're bringing the spice to different cities on a pop-up tour, bringing out hundreds of Mobilians.
Restaurateurs are back out, and I'm going to say kicking doors, going to different cities to find out where they may open up. It certainly gives Mobile an opportunity, hopefully, that if they choose to open up a store here, they've already got a huge following.
We coming soon, but right now we just get y'all a little taste of it, you know?
Suggs says the support from the city of Mobile was amazing to see.
These people came out to support Black business. Like, a lot of these people haven't even been to Atlanta. They want to come out and support anyone they can, and they're gonna do it. And as you can see, they're waiting to do it.
There's a line wrapped around the block, and it's been like that since 11 o'clock this morning. They're in line for Slutty Vegan's pop-up restaurant out of Soku Kitchen today. They're waiting for this right here, the Slutty Vegan Burger.
I ain't vegan, but I might be today. Yeah, I'm excited to try the vegan burger. That's what I'm gonna get.
Soku Kitchen executive chef Lorenzo Washington says he hopes this partnership will also bring people back to experience the spice they bring to the table.
I'm definitely waiting on you. So, for people to know about the establishment before, the Slutty Vegan thing is just a great thing, and I really like that everyone's here.
The tour team says they sold hundreds of burgers today and actually sold out and had to cut the line off. But after such a great turnout, they hope to make Mobile a more permanent home in the future. It's become a really dangerous situation, specifically on McGee Avenue. Residents are hoping for a complete street reconstruction so they don't have any more accidents. Pritchard has a pothole problem. This is McGee Avenue, where Latangela McCarty has seen hundreds of cars lose hubcaps, tires, and bumpers to more than a dozen potholes on one block.
This street haven't been paid in 30 years.
McCarty and her neighbors say they have been pleading with the city for years to fix their streets.
They ain't doing their job. I'm sick of it.
I want them to fix Pritchard up.
McCarty even put one of her own trash cans in one of the potholes to stop people from driving through it.
I didn't have nothing to have flashers on it or anything like you're supposed to have when you got a hazard.
She also spends a little bit of her time directing traffic, hoping she can help people avoid an accident.
I just wave my hand, tell them, don't go that way, go that way, go that way, don't go that way, no, you're gonna fall in. And they have to go on the side of the road. You see how we done made a new road right there.
Drivers dodge the potholes as best as they can, but sometimes they can't and end up hitting the potholes, which Monica Watson says cause major damage.
I told my whole front end in my truck, the whole front end, I had to buy another. That's my truck right there. That's another truck I bought.
I want to show you just how deep these potholes are. I have my rain boots on so I can step into this one neighbors call the swimming pool. It is about 7 inches at its deepest point.
I fell in your swimming pool. I say, yes, that's right. We have a swimming pool.
McCarty says she's seen city crews patch the potholes, but it never lasts, and they want a long-term solution.
If they put the little asphalt in them, and that's all they do. When it rains, it wallows out, and you got a bigger one.
I spoke with officials at the city of Pritchard who say they're currently working on a solution to the problem, and I plan to check back in with them soon to see what's going to be done. Kim, this electric wheelchair is going to help Ariana Sykes live a more normal life. She's been struggling ever since the shooting, and now thanks to you all and some generous anonymous donors, she can smile again.
Don't turn up too fast.
11-year-old gun violence victim Ariana Sykes now has her own set of wheels thanks to an anonymous donor who heard her story.
So how do you feel now you got your chair and you're ready to roll around?
Happy. It means the world to me, man, to see her happy and got her chair. And that's all she's been wanting, is to get her chair so she can roll around. And they really surprised her today because she didn't know it was here.
But the community's generosity didn't stop there. I have a check for you from Morning Star Baptist Church. They saw the story and they just wanted to do anything they could to help. They actually wanted to buy her a wheelchair, but they were like, we want to give you the money to deal with other equipment and all your other needs.
I would like to say thank y'all so much. We really appreciate it, and this is going to do a lot for her, and God is good.
Ariana's parents, Aubrey Sykes and Portia Riley, remember the moment their world turned upside down.
That was the worst day of my life, and at the moment that it took place, the only thing I can just call out to was Jehovah. And I asked him one thing, is not to take my baby. So anything and everything behind that, I'm cool with it. I'm rolling with it. I'm by her side to the end. You know what I'm saying? I still got my baby. She mean the world to me. It's my first daughter.
Now they're tackling other challenges, building a ramp for their home and gathering enough money together for a vehicle.
We in need desperate for transportation so I can get her back and forth to her doctor's appointment. She have a doctor's appointment in Birmingham on the 17th, and I have to find a way, and I'm not for sure how I'm going to get there, but God is good.
The Sykes family is taking it one day at a time.
This our new beginning.
And are so grateful the community is helping them through it.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who helped donate to the family. Their GoFundMe is on our website. Just click on this story. Greg? The Citronelle Police Department trained with the Mobile County Sheriff's Office here at Citronelle High School and worked through several different active shooter scenarios and off-duty response scenarios so they can be ready to work together in different settings. As active shooter incidents occur more frequently across the country, Citronelle Police Chief Tyler Norris says this active shooter training program was very important for their officers and other law enforcement that would be responding to incidents like the Mobile County Sheriff's Office.
So I wanted all the Mobile County Sheriff's Office deputies to know what the inside of our school looked like, to have been on campus here, to know how to respond in the event that we called them and said, hey, we got a bad situation, can y'all come help us?
Officers participating in training today wore a throat guard and a helmet to protect themselves from ammunition rounds used during these scenarios. Chief Norris says they make the training scenarios as real as possible, using weapons that fire paint rounds and practicing scenarios they could respond to in their own school. In the school shooter scenario, after the suspect is no longer a threat, they check on each person that's injured and call for medical assistance. Why is it so important to know the particular school? Does that really change the outcome?
It does. It really does. And in Parkland's situation, that was a big situation because on their campus, they had multiple buildings. So a lot of the officers went to the wrong building. The shooter was in building 13 and they went to building 10. They missed the shooter by 3 buildings.
Chief Norris says if you find yourself in an active shooter situation, try to remain calm.
Take some cover, be calm. Like I said, easier said than done, but just kind of allow the situation to unfold as long as if a bad guy walks in there with the intent to rob the place, let him do that. That way nobody gets hurt. Money is what he wants. Let him get the money and move on, and then let's all be good witnesses.
This is one of the last sessions to wrap up a 6-month-long training program so they can be ready on the job and off the job. Reporting in Citronelle, Barczewski, NBC 15 News.